Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. More than 2,000 extra properties and 140 commercial sites across Newcastle are now being deemed at risk of flooding. Newcastle Council is putting together its draft Throsby, Styx and Cottage Creek study, which has gone on public display. It replaces their previous modelling from 2008 and includes data from a new study looking into climate change. It will mean development applications for these areas will need to include mitigation strategies and could affect future insurance premiums. Newcastle is again abuzz with concert fever, with news today legendary singer-songwriter Paul McCartney is coming to town. He's bringing his Got Back World Tour down under for 6 shows, including McDonald Jones Stadium on Tuesday, October 24. Entertainment editor Peter Ford says it's taken everyone by surprise.
It's so soon. I mean, we're in August now, and this tour is commencing here in October. So often these big tours can be announced 12 months or more out. He's going to Newcastle, and he's going to the Gold Coast as well. So that's a great thrill for them to get a tour of this magnitude.
New figures out of council show Maitland continues to be the fastest growing regional area in the state. The LGA continues to experience significant growth, with council granting more than 1,100 development applications last financial year and thousands more in the pipeline. General Manager Jeff Smith says the population surge is thanks to increased interest from investors and homeowners. Council plans to spend almost $20 million on major roadworks and more than $11 million on building works to accommodate expected population growth. As National Homelessness Week approaches, local service providers say more housing should be the government's number one priority in solving the crisis being felt across the Hunter and the country. Recent figures indicate the wait time for a one-bedroom property in Newcastle is between 2 and 5 years, with limited access to secure housing driving up homelessness rates across the region. Anne Fletcher from Port Stephens Family and Neighbourhood Services says working people are being increasingly priced out of the market.
I don't see any other way of solving this issue if we don't really moderate the price of rentals. People are they cannot compete, and it's really created a divide in the community around who's able to afford it and who's not.
The University of Newcastle is working to help young refugee women in the Hunter gain qualifications and employment in the construction industry. With the help of an almost $89,000 grant from the Newcastle Permanent Charitable Foundation, they aim to help 50 women obtain a certification by April next year. Foundation Chair Ross Griffiths says the participants will be given every chance to succeed.
We thought with over 11,000 migrant and refugee women in the Hunter and the Central Coast, we should be doing something to try and help them. And this program seemed to give everything in the way of both industry-specific training and also provided mentoring and networking.
2NURFM Sport.
Ahead of their maiden finals appearance in Newcastle Rugby League, entrance captain Ryan Doherty is hoping his side can produce something special. It comes following the announcement coaching staff Jamie Forbes and Ben O'Connell would make an exit at the end of this year. While it hasn't been formally confirmed by the club, it's believed former NRL player Paul Stringer will take over the reins next season. Following their exit from the opening round of the playoffs, the men's and women's Newcastle Falcons basketball sides are keen on having a number of personnel return for next season, including Nicole Munger, Mikey O'Gray and Anthony Gaines. The Jets are set to be without striker Archie Goodwin during their friendly with Sydney FC this Sunday due to back problems in the lead-up to the Australia Cup round of 32. And former Hunter Ironwoman Bella Williams is preparing to take the next step in her competitive career as she looks for a full-time spot on the National Series. It comes after the 20-year-old earned a place in the Open Australian Life-Saving Series. That's sport. I'm Jordan Regnis.
And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 2, 3, 4, 34, 35 and 37, and the supplementaries are 28 and 41. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.